has come into use to describe a process that is, supposedly, of recent origin. The history of Juneteenth, which includes the many years before the events in Galveston and afterward, shows that Texas, more than any state in the Union, has always embodied nearly every major aspect of the story of the United States of America. That fact has been obscured by broad caricatures of the state and its people, caricatures that Texans themselves helped to create, and helped make the state seem exotic, almost foreign to the rest of the Union. The essays that follow do not strive to present a chronological narrative of the place where Juneteenth was born. They are instead designed to provide a context for an event that has become increasingly important in the life of the American nation. It's a look at history through the medium of personal memoir, a Texan's view of the long road to Juneteenth, the events surrounding the date itself, what happened afterward, and how all of this shaped life in Texas, my family's life, and my own. My Texas roots go deep. On my mother's side, back to the 1820s. On my father's side, at least to the 1860s. Significantly, my wide-ranging approach to Juneteenth reveals that behind all the broad stereotypes about Texas is a story of Indians, settler colonialists, Hispanic culture in North America, slavery, race, and immigration. It is the American story, told from this most American place. Chapter 1. This, then, is Texas. Texas, perhaps more than any other state in the Union, lives in the public imagination as a place of extremes. How did it get there? Let's start with its size. Until Alaska became a part of the United States in 1959, Texas was the largest state in the Union. 268,580 square miles, larger than Kenya, almost 3 times the size of the United Kingdom. This extended landmass created an early basis for the exaggeration and bragging to which residents of the state are prone. As one observer put it, exaggeration is often considered to be an endemic low-grade infection of most Texans. Although eclipsed by the nation's vast 49th state, many Texans still cherish their state's distinction as the largest of the lower 48. For them, being the biggest in terms of size is unquestionably a good thing, and stands for the state's character, as in everything's big in Texas, making the place and the people who live there seem larger than life. Which part of the state, though, and which people matter most? As for the people, the cowboy, the rancher, the oilman, all wearing either 10-gallon hats or Stetsons, dominate as the embodiments of Texas. Of great importance, as I have said in another context, the image of Texas has a gender and a race. Texas is a white man. What that means for everyone who lives in Texas and is not a white man is part of what I hope to explore in the essays of this book. As for the part of the state that fuels its image, Texas appears in popular culture, movies, songs, television, as part of the West. A setting with cattle kicking up dust in hard, dry terrain that, when emptied of people, gets taken over by tumbleweeds blowing in the wind. While away in college, one of my New England-born and bred classmates suddenly asked me one day how close I lived to the desert and what that was like. I was taken aback. "Very far," I answered. Her question caught me off guard because I had never seriously thought of my home in relationship to the desert, save for the time I came outside one morning to find my mother's Cutlass Supreme and my father's Ford pickup truck coated with a thin layer of sand from a particularly fierce West Texas dust storm. That may have been the first